Hey, welcome back to Dad Bod Forever. If you watched my previous video about Greenlight debit cards, then you may also be interested in a discussion about how to teach your child financial responsibility. And that is what this video is about. I'm going to share 6 ways in which I think we're successfully teaching our children financial responsibility, and I'd love to hear from you if you have anything to add in the comments. Anyway, let's just get started. Number 1, birthdays and gifts. We expect our children to buy gifts for their siblings on their birthdays out of their allowance. Pretty basic expectation. We do this across all of our children. Our youngest is 4 and our eldest is 13. And 4 years old might seem a little young to do that. But I can tell you she is very excited when she sees one of her siblings open a gift that not only did she pick out for them, but that she also paid for. And it means a lot to someone when they know that you spent your money on them. And so when they know that, hey, here's this really cool gift, this person saved up money, they knew I'd like this, and they went and bought it for me, it just means a lot. You know, you really know that someone cares about you. If it was my money paying for all the gifts, I don't think it would have the same effect. Now, this one has some other opportunities for learning as well, because the kids are getting much better at remembering birthdays and remembering that they have to save their allowance because someone's birthday is 3 or 4 weeks down the road and they've got to get a gift. And they'll actually search Amazon or go to Five Below and, you know, really think about it. And they're also getting better at picking gifts, which is pretty interesting. They're definitely much better at it than I was when I was a kid. And so that's really cool to see. Anyway, number 2, restaurants and desserts, or I guess we could call it food upgrades. So when we go to a restaurant, we pay for the base meal. We usually try to find the deal, like Applebee's might have $1.99 kids meals, or Buffalo Wild Wings has like $2.49 kids meals on Wednesdays and Sundays. And so we try to find the deals to save money, obviously, as you do when you have lots of kids. But if they want anything extra, they have the opportunity to spend their money. And, you know, maybe they want to upgrade their fries to wedges. That would cost them $1. Or maybe they want to get an ice cream sundae for a couple of bucks. That's fine, they can do that. Now, in this scenario, we don't have them pay with a debit card. We just tally it on the bill and then remove it from their accounts. But the nice thing about this is that a few days down the road, if they've got into the habit of doing this and spending their money on food and snacks and things like that, they quickly realize that that's where all their money has gone because they run out of money. And so it's a really valuable lesson for them to learn. And sometimes it's fine to go and buy ice cream. But do you need to do it every time? It's a decision. Maybe there's something else you want to spend your money on. Number 3, and this is one that we've really just recently started to do. But a lot of the time we would order school supplies from Amazon. We'd buy everything for them. Their clothes, we would just buy them random clothes, which we'll probably still do because we like to do that. But our new strategy is to give each kid an allowance for school supplies and for clothing, and actually have them pick the things that they want. Maybe there's particular styles of clothing that they want. Maybe they want more expensive clothes. They've just got to choose. Now, I think this one is a little age dependent because our 4-year-old isn't going to be able to just go and pick her clothes that easily. She's probably going to need some assistance, but our 13-year-old can do that. And it's great for the school supplies because they can try to find deals. They can combine money to buy things in bulk. There's lots of opportunities there. And really, they should be able to do these things. When they're older, they're going to need to buy clothes and they're going to need to know how to buy a box of pencils. So it's pretty reasonable to do. What I find interesting in scenarios like this, and what I'm really curious to see, is what strategy each kid comes up with for saving money. You know, because they could just choose to say, I'm going to keep all the clothes that I have, or I'm going to go to a secondhand store and buy real cheap clothes. Or I'm just going to sharpen a bunch of pencils. I don't need to buy new ones. It's always interesting to see. Sometimes people really love that fresh, new scent that you get from new things. And that's kind of a fulfilling, like satisfying thing, right? So it'll be interesting. Anyway, number 4, weekly payments and instant payments. So we give our allowance on Sunday. And all of the kids know this, and they always like to remind us, which is good because we would forget if we didn't, if they weren't moaning at us about it, we'd forget to do it. But we also have instant payments. So if they're helping with some bigger project through the week, then we'll give them some extra money. And this is kind of like real life, right? If you have a job, you get paid every Friday or every other Friday. And in some cases, you can get extra cash here and there when there's an opportunity. I like to align it with real life because that's what they're going to be entering. Although I do think 10 years down the road, most businesses will allow you to cash out your paycheck. But yeah. Number 5, allowance boost. We pay our children based on their age. So if you're 10, you get $10. If you're 15, you get $15. So every year they feel like they're going up a level. We also give them the opportunity to get what we call an allowance boost. So if they really do well at school, if they're acing tests, if they're just getting chores done and they're just an absolute delight throughout the week, then we'll give them a 50% boost. So if you were going to have $10, you would have $15. This is very encouraging for them because you want them to have an allowance. But the allowance boost is like there's just this extra money that they can get, and it's really a reward for them doing well. And you could argue that, oh, my kids should just do that stuff anyway. But I like to think of it as I'm not paying them to be good. I'm giving them money to help them build a habit of being good. That's the goal, is for them to just habitually be good people. And on to number 6. When they run out of money, we don't help them. And this is a really important one because this comes up frequently. We were just at the Dollar Tree the other day and 2 of my kids didn't have any money and they begged. They begged for me to buy them something. And I told them, I don't want to spend my money. I'm not going to spend my money on you. Not to say I never would, but the point is for them to learn that if you spend all your money, you don't have any money. That's how it works. Everybody encounters that at some point in their life. You're better off encountering it when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 than you are when you're 21 and you've got yourself into a bunch of debt. So that's our strategy there. Anyway, that's all I have for this topic. If you have anything to add, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And if you're interested to see what other people do, go ahead and read the comments because I'm sure there are many, many other strategies that people use that I'm missing. And I'd be real curious. Maybe we can add some to our arsenal of financial teaching strategies. But until next time, have a good one. Bye.